All right. So the date was 20 October 2025 at 3:52 a.m. in the morning. It gives you some details about the aircraft here in the report that aren't all that important. And then it gives you an overall synopsis of what happened that day at approximately 3:52 in the morning of October 20th, 2025, an ACT Airlines Boeing 747 freighter aircraft operated on behalf of Emirates under the call sign 9788 landed on runway 7 left at Hong Kong International Airport. The co-pilot was flying and the captain was a pilot monitoring. So that happens very often. Every other leg, the captain will fly, and every other leg, the first officer will fly. Then they switch roles, right? So the pilot flying is not the pilot in command, but they're the pilot flying, and the other pilot becomes a pilot monitoring. And they will run all the checklists, and they'll, reference everything back to the pilot flying. Ultimately, the captain is the final authority on the airplane, and you're going to see at the end of this that the captain does take the airplane back from the first officer, which has a little bit to do with it, but not much. All right, after landing and when the aircraft was decelerating on auto brakes, an auto brakes message appeared on the engine indication and crew alerting system. That's the ICAS system that you hear me refer to fairly often. When you see the auto brakes pop up, that means the auto brakes have disconnected. The auto brakes are kind of like the cruise control on your car. If you tap the brake on your car, the cruise control will disconnect. Same thing with an airplane. If you tap the brake slightly, the auto brakes will disconnect. Or if you take over manually on the brakes, the auto brakes will disconnect. The auto brakes can be set anywhere from rejected takeoff, which is for the takeoff roll, all the way up to max auto brakes. And there's 4 settings in between on most aircraft. So this one, the auto brakes light comes on. At that point, the pilot monitoring will say auto brakes. That's all he says.